Last week in the WOCA High School Football Game of the Week, presented by McCarson Electric, the Wolfpack improved to 3-1 with a shutout win against Lake Weir.
Savino's in shotgun. He's going to give it to Hopkins, who heads over the left side. He's got a huge hole, breaks a tackle, and puts his head down and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Westport.
The WOCA High School Football Game of the Week is presented by McCarson Electric, proudly serving Marion County for over 30 years. McCarson Electric for all of your commercial, industrial, and residential needs. Call McCarson Electric at 352-812-4486. This week, the Wolfpack are back home as they face the Forest Wildcats. It's the High School Football Game of the Week presented by McCarson Electric. Pre-game starts at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7. Join me, Galen Unold, and John Ivory for the High School Football Game of the Week right here on WOCA, The Source. It's the Forest Wildcats against the Westport Wolfpack. And you can hear it all right here on WOCA, The Source.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing and tractor services, including zero-turn mowers for your fence line finish, we also offer rototilling and fence row spraying. We are family-owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm-ready. Powell Gene, Gene, at yahoo.com, 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
That's just a funky bass line, isn't it?
I love it.
It's just a really good bass line. Welcome back to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz. Joe Martone in studio with me.
Good morning again.
Joe, I wanted to tell you about something that's finally opening.
Are you serious?
Taken forever.
Are you serious?
But it's opening.
It's 75 degrees out there already. Wow.
I have an invitation to go to the
of course you do.
opening for dignitaries. I noticed
What
you
the
didn't.
heck?
Noticed you didn't get one of those invites.
I didn't get one. Probably because I ignored the invitation.
I'm going Monday. It's
during
this
time.
Monday coming up, the 26th, from 4:30 to 6:30. I'll be there.
Good.
Opening day is finally upon us.
So you're
the downtown hotel is going to open.
So you're going to go there and eat.
On Monday, the 107-room hotel and its grand second floor terrace overlooking the downtown square will open at 5 p.m. Danny Gaikwad, the owner and developer of the hotel, hoped to open 11 months ago. Mm-hmm. But delays in construction, along with COVID-19 pandemic, changed the plans. Parts of the project still aren't finished.
Oh, yeah.
Including a large food hall on the first floor, but the hotel and on-site restaurants are ready to go. This is the largest project in 70 years to come to downtown, according to Danny Gaikwad.
Well, let's see now. I'm going to interrupt you right there. 70 years, so that's when the other motel that was there got knocked down.
No,
there used to be a motel right.
It closed 50 years ago. The historic Ocala Hotel operated for more than 100 years, from 1840 until it closed in 1965. The new hotel sits roughly on the same exact spot.
That's what I said. Did I just say that?
Right. So now, that opens Monday.
Yes, open. Now that delays, they put it politely, delays. What it was redesigns.
Right.
They would go in there and they'd be working like crazy. Maybe if we did, and they stopped it and they moved everything around, almost like a Disney thing,
which happens a lot at Disney.
Oh, well, the Pirates of the Caribbean, I think, was supposed to be.
Why isn't it Pirates of the Caribbean?
I'm from the north.
But it could be Pirates of the Caribbean.
It could be if you liked it.
Although I'll fight you tooth and nail. It's always pecan pie. It's never that other thing.
Pecan.
Yeah, it's always pecan.
Well, what else would you say?
Some idiots say something else.
Pecan.
No, yeah, but they don't say it that way.
Pecan. That's the only thing there is.
They spell it Pecon.
Pecan.
Right. It's spelled properly and pronounced properly. Pecan.
Right.
But some morons will say Pecon.
Pecan.
Yeah. See, that's just dumb.
Oh, that's like a vase and a vase.
No, it's not. It's a vase.
It's a vase.
It's a tomato.
It's a tomato.
It's a pecan. It's a pecan, not a pecan.
See, it is a pecan because you pay more. It's a pecan if you don't pay more. It's a vase if you pay more. It's a vase if you don't pay more.
Okay, it's Georgia. It's pecan.
There you go. That's it.
Say the word P-E-P. Say the word C-A-N. Can. Put them together. Pecan.
I love pecans.
Tired of people saying it wrong.
I could just eat that up forever.
Let's go to the phone lines. Hi, caller. Who's this? Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello.
I really can't hear you very well.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear us now?
That's a little better.
Okay.
Listen, why I was calling this morning is I'm sorry I'm not able to listen to your show most mornings, but I'm off work today. And I wanted to ask you if you could tell me about the school board candidates. There's two nice ladies seem to be running. And I'm wondering, can you tell me if these people are conservative or liberals or what are they?
It is a nonpartisan election, so they don't have to divulge whether they're conservative or liberal.
But is that a fair thing for the public not to know?
But because it's a nonpartisan election, that's just how the rules are. And the best thing I can tell you is about 2 weeks ago.
About what liberals have done to our education system. I don't want to vote for a liberal person.
I agree.
No.
I agree with you 100%. And I'm going to tell you how you can find out the answer to your question. About 2 weeks ago, right here in this studio, you can go to WOCA on YouTube. The two candidates were right in this studio with me telling you their views and their thoughts on the school board. You can go to the WOCA page on YouTube. Yes, ma'am. You can go to WOCA YouTube page, and the two candidates are right there in videos, Allison Campbell and Lori Conrad. And by the way, both candidates bring a very unique perspective, and they both want to get the same thing. They just both have unique, different ways about getting it. But I don't think that either one of them is really a liberal leaner, to be honest with you.
Well, I hope that you see my point.
I do. I understand. Believe me, I'm a card-toting.
When you don't want certain philosophies with your children.
100%. I'm a card-toting conservative. I agree with you.
It's for us not to know if we can't watch or listen to your show.
Well,
but thank you so much for
yes, ma'am. Thank you. She makes a good point. It's sometimes you want to know, depending on your thought process, is how somebody leans. But the rules of this election say that it's bipartisan. They don't have to tell you how.
Well, you gave a good point that if you can't listen because you work, you could go on our podcast on YouTube.
Right there.
WOCA, go under videos, and it'll show Tom keeps changing each hour, each half hour with the YouTube. So it'll say what is on. You'll have to hold it on because he puts Ocala Talks, Tom Schmitz, and the date. Then after that is the subject, who was on.
You want me to tell you what day it was? I'll tell you exactly what day it was.
Why don't you tell us what day it was?
It was October 1st.
There you go.
Because it was my first day back on the radio, which was October 1st. My first interview back on the radio was Lori Conrad and Allison Campbell, the two people running for School Board District 1, to, by the way, take the place of Nancy Stacy, which I'm okay with.
Just saying.
Just saying.
There you go.
Don't get me started on who I'm okay with.
Here we go.
Don't get me started with the people I'm okay that are no longer going to hold office.
No, we're all right. We're all right. This is not a pool.
Remember, I'm the guy that 5-6 years ago referred to the 5 county commissioners as the 5 idiots at McPherson because they nixed the Yankees deal.
There we go.
That I have to go by and see the Bass Pro Shop in Gainesville.
This is not a water park. Stop making waves.
Let me explain something to you. If you didn't want me to make waves, you wouldn't have let me back on the microphone. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
No,
you know why? Because we're all eating here and we're taking you with a grain of salt.
Hey, a grain of salt? You better have a box.
A box? Well, when it rains,
you better have the whole Morton's with you.
When it rains, it pours with you.
There's a reason she has an umbrella on the box. You know what I mean?
Right. And you know the name of the umbrella? Tom Schmitz.
Hey,
yes, what do you have?
Remember your childhood? Remember you probably
unfortunately
you probably had the king. The king, what was his name? The Flying King or Air King or something that had the decoder rings and everything. And
you Sky King?
Sky King, yeah. You probably had the Sky King decoder rings and everything.
And Zorro.
So you had all that.
All that. Yeah, that was my era. Up in New Haven, Connecticut.
Did you watch Gilligan in the 60s?
Gilligan's Island? Oh, sure.
Remember my favorite Gilligan Island episode?
Tell me.
Was the one where the jetpack guy landed on the island. Remember he had the jetpack.
That one I didn't miss.
That one I didn't see. Yeah, flying around. Well,
Lost in Space had it.
Right, Lost in Space had it. I Dream of Jeannie had a jetpack episode. It looks like L.A. International Airport's having a jetpack episode too. For the second time in 6 weeks.
Yes. What
An
happened?
unidentified person was seen flying using a jetpack near the Los Angeles International Airport.
That's dangerous.
It's unclear whether it's the same individual who was recently spotted wearing a jetpack. This time around, he was flying about 6,000 feet up. So that's a mile up, a little over a mile up in the air.
Was he stupid?
China Airlines crew members reported the sighting Wednesday about 7 miles northwest of the airport. The Federal Aviation Administration said.
Holy moly.
They said it alerted local law enforcement who will look into the report. The FBI is also investigating multiple reports from witnesses. No one is allowed to fly in the airspace near airports without authorization from air traffic control. That includes those using jetpacks.
Yeah, it's just crazy. No, two things. Number one, he's got to be so agile to get out of the way of a jet.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Quickly. Number two, a jetpack is only as good as the fuel in there. There's no glide path.
No, once the fuel runs out, you drop like a rock.
Yeah, so there's better be a big parachute on that dang thing.
It's on August 30th, 2 airline pilots reported a person flying with a jetpack about 3,000 feet up near LAX. Here's what the pilot told the air traffic controller. We just passed a guy in a jetpack. Air traffic controller says, come again, flight, and gives a flight number. He goes, yeah, we just passed a guy in a jetpack. That's a guy with a death wish, is what that is.
So the guy in the jetpack is not just going up and down, he's going horizontally.
Oh, got to be. Yeah. Hey,
there's got to be a parachute under there.
How's your grammar?
Huh?
How's your grammar?
Not too long.
But you use spell check and autocorrect.
All the
time.
So
you could probably, if you were going to make if you were going to make something fake, you would probably know that you need to make sure your grammar is good and everything like that, right?
Well done.
An English teacher got quality bulletin board fodder from the local prosecutor's office.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if you see this document tacked up as a motivational material in some classroom next year. It's a death certificate.
Okay.
At least Nassau County, New York District Attorney Madeline Singas says it was supposed to pass as a death certificate from New Jersey.
Uh-huh.
The Long Island prosecutor alleges that Robert Berger, 25, tried to forge a legal document in October to bid to fake his own death and dodge a likely jail sentence.
Oh, so you can't put him in jail if he's dead.
It would have succeeded, probably.
But?
Not for the typos.
Oh, sugar pop.
Upon inspection, it was noted that the font type and size changed in the document repeatedly. Additionally, prosecutors observed the word registry and the department name was misspelled as Reg Citry.
Oh, gee.
And the issued by section, he wrote, I sued. I-S-U-E-D. After calling to verify the certificate with the New Jersey Department of Health, Vital Statistics, and Registry, investigators confirmed the certificate was in fact fraudulent. Berger had been facing sentencing for a pair of felony vehicle theft charges, in which we had already pled guilty. But in October, according to prosecutors, his attorney at the time told the court that Berger had died and submitted the bogus paperwork attesting to Berger's suicide. So if the lawyer permitted the paperwork, the lawyer's got to be in trouble too, I would think.
Well, it depends who brought him the paperwork.
It kills me. The font size changed repeatedly throughout the document.
Well, I'll tell you what. I can sympathize with him. True story.
You faked your own death?
Not that far.
Oh, okay.
Not that far. But I won't name the bank that I was dealing with.
Uh-huh.
But they messed up really, really bad, and I was in, I'll say, arguments very politely.
Is this bank still in operation?
Unfortunately.
So it's not walk all over you then?
No, not walk all over. I'll never do business with this bank again.
You won't do business with walk all over you either.
I had loans. Yeah, I had loans with them. They're all paid off, and I walked away from them. I'll never do business around here. Anyway, long story short, I was back and forth with them close to a year trying to resolve this problem. Calls all over their headquarters, back and forth. So I was on my motorcycle, and I went to get gas, and I have American Express.
Certainly.
I put the card in there. Decline. What? Maybe I put it wrong. Clean it off. Declined. So I went my wallet, used a MasterCard, got my gas, and I pulled off, and I called the 1-800 line on the back. And I said, hello, it's American Express, very polite, blah, blah, blah. Here's my card number. And you hear pause at their end. Can I help you? I said, yeah, my card got declined and everything. He said, well, the card owner is deceased. I said, do I sound deceased to you? The company that did a credit report on me from this bank, there's a code they put in.
That said you were dead.
Yeah. They're trying to get back at me because I'm causing all the trouble. And the reason I know this, because American Express was kind enough to tell me who put the code in.
Oh, well, there you go.
And boy, did they get an earful that
Of course, they told
Monday
you it was
morning.
an accident.
No. There was no way. No way. So American Express was fine, and everything was cleared up by Monday morning, when I talked to, because the cleaning up of dead people, they don't do that during the weekend, only on Monday through Friday. He says, I'm sorry, that person's not here.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You play the lottery?
Uh-huh.
You do? Uh-huh. My girlfriend plays it too. She buys the lotto and she buys the mega ball and she buys the Powerball and
so she's the one that screwed up my odds. Okay.
But if you play the lottery, you check your tickets to make sure you won or not, right?
Duh.
Not so fast, my friend. An Australian woman who won a lottery jackpot of more than $140,000 said her ticket was stuck to her refrigerator for 6 months before she even found out she was the winner.
Whoa.
The Edgeworth, South Wales woman told the lotto officials her family buys lottery tickets on occasion, but tends not to check them until several have accumulated. The woman said that in the case with her, the ticket for the April 28th Lucky Lottery's mega jackpot drawing, which she placed on her fridge in April, she didn't take their numbers down to check them until this month, October.
She's lucky it didn't go expired.
The ticket turned out to be $142,325 top divided winner. She says, we're going to get a pool with it. We've been talking about a pool. We're going to get a pool.
A pool? That'd be one hell of a pool for that kind of money.
Lottery officials said she beat the
deadline?
Deadline of it not being a winner by 6 days.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
6 days.
I've done that with a scratch off. It was worth like $1. And I brought it in, and it was like, oh, it's dead. I can't, okay,
Mm-hmm.
But no, I never lost any kind of money like that.
6 days. What's the most you ever won on a lottery ticket?
$500. Scratch off.
Scratch off.
And the lotto is, I usually get, or something like $1 or a free ticket, but nothing.
I've on the lotto, about a month ago, we cashed in for like $85 on the lotto.
There you go. No, I know.
But the most I've ever won on scratch off's $100.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine that was sitting at a bar at a local watering establishment here in town, sitting right next to me. I'm scratching tickets. He's scratching tickets. I said, look, I won $20. And as he's doing that, he's scratching. He literally just real soft-spoken goes, I don't care. I just won $5,000. And I go, shut up. You won $5,000. He goes, no, really. And he shows me. And right there, he says, I think we need to go to Gainesville. Because that's where you got to go tearing a ticket like that in. He's sitting right there. Didn't get excited or anything. Just won $5,000.
By the way, you can't just walk in the lotto anymore.
No, you can't.
You have to make an appointment.
Now you have to, but at least COVID.
But at least they're open.
Somebody said, but they have drop-off boxes where you can drop them off and then
no. I want to walk out of there with a check in my hand.
I'm not dropping anything in a box and expecting a check in the mail because I know how that goes. Checks in the mail.
Yeah, well, if I win anything...
Checks in the mail.
The first thing, they always say, if you won the multi-million-dollar, what are the first calls you make? Well, one would be to CPA, the other one would be to the lawyer, and the other one would be to the police officer.
No, my first call would be to my girlfriend.
Oh, well, I was talking...
Honey, you don't have to work anymore. Come home.
Yeah.
But the thing is, would you quit work if you won the lottery?
Joe who? Joe who?
That means you don't love what you do, Joe.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Because if you love what you do, you'd still do it even afterwards.
No.
You know what I would do if
Life's too short.
You know what I would do if I won the lottery?
What?
Buy you out.
That'll be the day.
And by the way, let me tell you something. Martone would take it and run.
No, I walk.
Back to his office because he'd say, who's going to run the place for you? Not only would I buy him out, but then I'd have him on the payroll having to pay him to be here.
Funny man. Funny
Hey,
man.
but after 10 years of radio, you'd finally be getting a paycheck.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That'd be something different.
You know, that's
You didn't ask me why would I have an officer.
you're the only guy I know who's worked 10 years as hard as you've worked for no money.
No money.
I make money.
See,
Tish makes money. Dan makes money, Joe.
Nope.
You got an office, though.
Oh, woo!
It's a corner office,
That's
too.
a corner office.
Corner, you know.
that I designed. Yes,
You've
I know.
arrived. You live in a corner office.
No window, though.
No window.
I don't want a window.
You don't want anybody looking at
I
you.
don't want them to look out.
Look, this was not your idea here.
Yes, it was.
The fishbowl?
Yeah, that was my
I know it was your idea.
Bad enough I can look out and see some of the people that get away from the other store that gets into the mall.
Well, you know, I tried to walk into the store here that took over the old Sears.
You can't.
I tried to walk into it through the old Sears doors.
You can't.
Because I didn't read, and I'm pulling on it, and then I read, you got to go through the mall.
Yeah.
I look like that kid at the Mensa Club that he's pushing the door that says pull.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's what I look like over there trying to open the door.
Now, getting back to the lottery.
Yes.
You get CPA first, the lawyer second, and the police officer third. The police officer is to escort you to Gainesville to put the ticket in so nobody clumps you.
Well, and then I'm going to the phone store.
Oh, why? Get a phone?
Change my number so my family doesn't know how to get in touch with me.
Oh, that's mean. That's mean. You don't have to do that. Just go to the phone store and say, "How do I block?"
Yeah. Well, I would call my younger sister
And say,
"You're
rich."
You're rich.
That's it.
If somebody said, "How much?" If you like, we're talking about win $100 million. Okay.
100 million.
100 million.
So you walk away what? 70, 60?
60 probably.
Okay, $60 million.
You take 45 of that and get a good money manager plan, and you invest $45 million. That leaves you $15 million.
Can you live on $15 million?
Hard. I would take $2 million and hand it to my sister and say, "You get no more. Figure it out."
Yeah,
If you can't figure it out with $2 million, sorry about your luck.
that's it.
Then I would take $3 or $4 million and join 7 or 8 exclusive golf clubs all around the world.
Okay, around the world.
Around the world.
Okay, all right.
And then I would take and buy a nice RV, and I would play golf a lot.
What?
A lot.
Well, there is.
And I'd have back surgery to go ahead and clear that up so I could play golf.
That's true.
A lot.
A lot. I would like to see the U.S. of A.
Yeah, of course.
But I wouldn't. If I was a millionaire. Now I would go with an RV. A millionaire, nah. I could fly and rent a car wherever I am, and all the motels, and just
No, I would still do the RV
Why?
because I'm not real fond of planes. They're big metal cans that can fall out of the sky, and you get the car. You know, they say it's safer. It's safer than a car. There's more car accidents than plane wrecks. Yeah, but you survive car wrecks.
Most time.
You fall 35,000 feet, dead.
Bye.
Dead.
The other thing is, I like to drive because I want to see the U.S. from.
I never said I was going to drive, Joe. I'm paying a driver to drive the RV.
Oh, okay, that's true too. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you look out the windows. But did you know, like, let's see, Hernando, Florida here, with that lake. Mm-hmm. All right. If you go down, what's the route? 200 to
200 to 41. Yeah,
41, and then you make a little snake and you go towards Crystal River.
Right.
Well, if you don't make that snake, you go straight. You're heading toward Inverness.
Right.
You keep going to Inverness, and I think it's the second or third major road. You take a left, and you go down that road, and you're going, and there's like 3/4 of a dinosaur sitting there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going. I was on a motorcycle. I went one of these.
Yeah. If you didn't know it was there, it could be.
Yeah, I didn't know it was there. Unfortunately, the head is gone. That's what you got, the body, but no head. Where it came from, I don't know. It looked like a Sinclair from the days when they had Sinclair, the gas station. Mm-hmm. But was the gas station there, or was it someplace else, and they moved the dinosaur there? But there's a book out there through Florida where you could see and go back in time, like Route 66 has all those stops. In Florida, they have different things. Now, we have Dairy Queen on the air with us, so I can say Dairy Queen. But in Daytona, just outside of Daytona, on A1A, I think it is, or A1, whatever.
It's A1A.
A1A.
Or is it US1? No, it's A1A.
A1A.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Well, you go through Daytona, you go over the then the A1 and take a right.
To Villano, yeah.
You take a right, and little ways down, there is a Dairy Queen.
Yep.
That has been renovated, cleaned up, but it looks like it did in the 50s or 40s.
Certainly.
And all they serve is ice cream and hot dogs.
That's it.
That's it. That's like they did way back then.
Just like they did back in the day.
Now the newer Dairy Queens, like we have here in Silver Springs.
Chicken sandwiches, hamburgers, hot dogs. Still got a banana split, my favorite.
Oh, I grew up on banana splits.
Oh, so great.
I used to, there's a place in Connecticut called Newt's and Dairies. I think they're still in business. And they used to have a sundae, and I used to get maple walnut syrup with maple walnut ice cream.
Okay.
And my jaw hurt by the time I finished it.
All right. Well, it's going to have to hurt now because you got to stop talking.
Good.
1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Mall Studios. This is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
Thursday's presidential debate.
Those small businesses, you got 1 in 6 of them going under. They're not going to be able to make it back. They passed a package that allows us to be able to call PPP. Money is supposed to go to help them do everything from organize how they can deal with their businesses being open safely. Schools, how they can make classrooms smaller, how they can hire more teachers, how they can put ventilation systems in. They need the help.
Small businesses by raising the minimum wage. That's not helping. I think it should be a state option. Alabama is different than New York. New York is different from Vermont. Every state is different. It should be a state option.
You said very recently.
We have to help. It's very important. We have to help our small businesses. How are you helping your small businesses when you're forcing wages? What's going to happen, and what's been proven to happen, is when you do that, these small businesses fire many of their employees.
USA Radio News.
Do you have health or energy challenges? Would you like to support your health and energy from a product that people consistently feel the uplifting and health-building effects from the first day they consume it? I introduce you to Green Meadow Whey, the only whey protein powder from grass-pastured cows that is processed in a manner that ensures that the proteins and amino acids remain in their correct geometric shape that the body can use. The naturally occurring proteins, peptides, and amino acids in renatured whey are proven to support multiple aspects of human health, from complementing your immune system to neutralizing chronic inflammation to supporting detoxification to stabilization of blood sugar and more. Additionally, due to the Tesla-like frequencies encoded into Green Meadow Whey, it is a dramatic support for your energy and mood. And it is an excellent emergency preparedness food with well over a 5-year shelf life. To order, call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit greenmeadowwhey.com. greenmeadowwhey.com.
Much we love MyPillow products and what this company Mike Lindell has built stands for. Well, they've got a deal for you, and we don't know how much longer this is going to continue, so listen up. I mean, right now. If you buy one Giza Dream Sheet set, you'll get one free. Now, let's talk about these sheets. They've got to be the softest sheets I've ever slept on. I mean, really. The MyPillow Giza Dream Sheets are made from the world's best Egyptian cotton. Ultra soft and breathable. They are fantastic sheets. It's a new year. Why not start it off by upgrading your bedding? This is a great time to upgrade your sheets, pillows, and towels and get yourself some MyPillow products. And their premium pillows are also buy one, get one free right now. They've got all kinds of radio specials going on. If you want to see more, just go to MyPillow.com and click on Radio Listener Specials. Use the promo code BUBBA and get your buy one Giza Dream Sheet set and get another one for free, or the premium MyPillow buy one, get one free deal. That's MyPillow.com, click Radio Listener Specials, and use the code BUBBA. Or go to RickandBubba.com and look under the sponsors link. Going to the grocery store is on everyone's to-do list. The problem is no one likes to actually do it. That's why we're so happy each trip we make to the store is cut a bit shorter because of the box of meat we get conveniently shipped to our door from ButcherBox. ButcherBox makes accessing high-quality meat easier and more affordable than ever. They source their meat from farms with the best practices, ensuring the meat you get is humanely raised without antibiotics or hormones ever. From free-range organic chicken to heritage-bred pork, 100% grass-fed and grass-finished beef to fresh-caught seafood like salmon and scallops. ButcherBox has over 20 different cuts of meat to choose from, and their boxes ship fresh right to your door. And their website is loaded with some awesome recipes that the whole family will love. Sign up for ButcherBox today at butcherbox.com/Bubba and get 2 free 5-ounce lobster tails and 2 free filet mignons. That'll be with your first order. That's butcherbox.com/Bubba. 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 Or rickandbubba.com under the sponsors for a link.
There's
when
a
you've had the
staycation
same
right here
car-
in town. It's Super 8 Motel Ocala, right down the road on 40, just west of I-75. And they're pet friendly. Have truck parking, free breakfast, a swimming pool, a kiddie pool, and veterans get 10% off. It's a staycation at Super 8 Ocala. Call today, Super 8 Ocala at 352-629-8794. Again, 352-629-8794.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.